Good morning, doctor. I am Li Ming and my metric number is 285262, and we are come from Group D1. Our group title is Transport and Logistic Issue and Challenge in the Developing Country. So I would like to pass to my first member to introduce our group presentation.
My name is Yap Xia Yu. My metric number is 285715. Now I will present for the introduction. Transport and logistics in developing countries refer to the system and processes involved in the movement of goods, service, and people within and across the boundary of this country. It encompasses the infrastructure, modes of transportation, supply chain management, and related activities that facilitate the efficiency and effective movement of goods and peoples. In overall, transport and logistics in developing countries are essential components of their economic and social development.
Hi, I'm Yap Juyi, matrix number 287756. The first transport and logistic issues in the developing country is poor connectivity. Within and across nations, poverty is frequently concentrated in places that are poorly connected to vibrant economic hubs. They frequently do not have strong linkages to networks for finance, business, information, and infrastructure. Due to the poor connectivity, landlocked developing countries are cut off from international markets. There are several strategies to increase transportation connectivity. First is to standardize infrastructure design and increase the functional capacity of essential logistics and transport networks along regional axes. Another strategy is to promote competition in the markets for transport services and to install cutting-edge IT infrastructure at land and maritime ports. Building off-border customs clearing infrastructure can also boost connectivity. The second issue is limited intermodal integration. One of the issues that can restrict intermodal integration in developing countries is inadequate infrastructure and high service costs, which can restrict access to goods, activities, and employment and reduce the potential for tourism. The high cost of transport is another aspect that may prevent intermodal integration in developing countries. For instance, transporting a container to Shanghai from any Central Asian nation costs 5 times as much as it does from Poland or Turkey. Therefore, enhancing the efficiency and coordination of transport networks, nodes, and services is one option. There are several ways to accomplish this. Making infrastructure construction more sustainable is one approach. Investing funds to infrastructure and logistical upgrades is another option. The creation of logistic hubs and investment in intermodal infrastructure can help interconnection run more smoothly, speeding up deliveries and improving supply chain effectiveness. The third issue is inadequate logistic services. Poor logistic services can be a significant barrier to economic growth in underdeveloped countries. The COVID-19 outbreak has once again shown how vital logistics are to the economy. Developing countries could struggle to find dependable third-party logistic companies, effective freight forwarding, and warehouse facilities. To enhance their logistical capabilities, one approach is through the digitalization of logistic services, which has been expedited by the COVID-19 epidemic. Furthermore, the capacity to provide cost-effective logistic services and an enabling environment, in addition to infrastructure, are requirements for increasing a company's logistic performance.
The fourth issue is weak supply chain management. Weak supply chain management in developing countries is a multifaceted issue that encompasses inadequate transportation infrastructure, inefficiency logistic operation, limited technological adoption, and complex regulatory frameworks. Addressing these challenges require focused effort and strategic intervention. Investing in infrastructure development, promoting technology adoption, enhancing logistic operation, and streamlining regulatory processes are crucial steps to improve supply chain management in developing countries. By overcoming these challenges, developing countries can enhance their economic growth, improve competitiveness, and foster sustainable development. Lastly, safety and security concerns are significant issues within the transportation and logistics sector in developing countries. These concerns encompass a range of challenges that impact the smooth operation of supply and pose risks to personnel, cargo, and infrastructure. An aspect of safety and security concerns is the high incidence of theft and privilege, safety of transportation mode and infrastructure, prevalence of cargo damage and loss during transportation. Addressing these concerns requires concerted effort to improve security measures, enhance transportation safety, and promote best practice in cargo handling.
So the first transport and logistic challenge in developing countries is inefficient custom procedure. This is because many developing countries still use manual custom clearance procedure and make the processing time become longer due to paper-based documentation, manual data entry, and manual inspection procedure. Hence, they lack implementing modern custom automation technologies such as electronic data interchange, which called EDI system, or single window platforms to smooth their custom procedures. Besides that, resource for manpower education and technical infrastructure within custom administration may be limited in developing countries. Due to limited manpower education and technology infrastructure within custom administrations, developing countries may need their workers to work in double positions and make the custom procedure become slower. Hence, transforms are needed to address this challenge, including those that string paperwork requirements and developing automation system. The second transport and logistics challenge in developing countries is limited technology adoption. It is possible that developing countries lack the infrastructure required to enable the adoption of cutting-edge technology. There is insufficient power supply and poor internet connectivity to facilitate the deployment and operation of technology systems, among other things. Besides that, developing countries also face limited financial resources when doing technology adoption. It may be expensive to acquire and adopt cutting-edge technology, especially for developing countries with limited financial resources. Due to their limited financial resources, small and medium-sized business SMEs in developing countries may find it difficult to invest the high-speed transport management system or warehouse management system. Consequently, this challenge demands a multi-faceted strategy to solve. It entails taking investment in the developing of infrastructure. Collaboration between the government and the members of corporate sector and international organizations may also aid in removing obstacles to the adoption of new technology and advanced transport logistics in developing countries.
Here I will continue to explain the next challenge, which is inadequate infrastructure. This challenge is mentioned about the poorly maintained infrastructure will slow down the movement of the peoples and goods, and it will also leading to congestions, and it will cause longer travel times and also increase the cost. And this issue is prevalent in developing countries, which is mainly in the underserved area, and also will decrease the economic growth of the country. And here we have some solutions, which is we must prioritize the investment and improve connectivity and integrate sustainable practice. And this will enhance efficiency, promote development, improve quality of life, and also reduce environmental impacts if we overcome the challenge. Next, we go to the challenge of limited access to financing, which the challenge mentioned about how to get the finance resource to maintain the robust transportation system. And this results from various factors, which including underdeveloped finance system, high interest rate, lack of collateral, and also limit financial literacy among potential investors and project stakeholders. And for the solutions, I think we should try minimize the financing gap, and this will make transportations drive economic growth, social inclusion, and also improve quality of life. And also in adequate finance enable infrastructure constructions, modern feature, safety measures, and also accessible service. For the last challenge, we'll talk about environmental sustainability. So this challenge is mentioned the transportation sectors is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, air pollution, and also climate change. And this also affects on local ecosystem, wildlife habitats, and natural resources. And most of the citizens required a comprehensive approach that promotes the adoption of clean and energy efficient technology, reduce emissions, and minimize the ecology footprints of transportation activity. And here is some solutions, which is promoting the use of electric vehicles (EVs), hybrid vehicle, and also alternative fuels can significantly reduce emissions. And transportation planning and infrastructure development should consider environment considerations.
In conclusion, developing countries encounter a variety of intricate problems and obstacles in the transport and logistics industry. Developing countries may unleash the potential of transport and logistics sector, boosting economic growth, fostering trade, and further social development by addressing these problems and overcome the obstacles. Developing countries can create effective and sustainable transport and logistics networks, promoting inclusive and sustainable development with persistent commitment and corrective measures. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.